Happy Tuesday, everybody, and here's your one a day. Be courageous or be controlled, okay? I keep telling myself, Daryl, just get back to normal and start talking about detoxification of the physical and the emotional body and teach people how to have the perfect day. I'm going to continually doing this. Like this afternoon, we're having 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm kicking off the 6-day advanced water fast challenge. But understand something. There is nothing normal about today or even yesterday or tomorrow. Welcome everyone to loss of liberty and a faulty agenda. Fear is always the product used to control someone or some group when you're not using the truth, when you're not using real science. I'm telling you, they're not using science, everyone. They're just using some belief system that they've repeated enough to you that they've got you brainwashed. Take a look at this video with Bill Gates.
But you don't have a choice. People act like you have a choice. Normalcy only returns when we've largely vaccinated the entire global population.
Okay, so Bill Gates says we have no choice. We will not be allowed to have our lives back unless me and everyone else takes his vaccine. Oh, wait a minute, it's his vaccine. It's his vaccine. He's put billions into it, and he's going to make trillions from it. Oh, this is the same Bill Gates that is vaccinating children in Africa, and wherever he's been doing the vaccinations, okay, the death of children is 10 times the amount. This is the same Bill Gates? Okay, watch this video with Dr. Fauci.
Vaccine development. First of all, there's no guarantee that the vaccine is actually going to be effective. As you well know, because we've discussed this many times in the past, that you can have everything you think that's in place, and you don't induce the kind of immune response that turns out to be protective and durably protective.
Okay, so the law of the universe states all you have to do is let someone know you're going to mislead them, and then it's game on. I'm not buying this, because even Fauci is backtracking. All this BS eventually floats to the top. I mean, this is the same Fauci that is responsible for tens of thousands of deaths with HIV patients. Why don't you do your homework? Listen, there is no credible science or evidence to prove that we have a pandemic. So I'm not buying it. Either bring me real science, bring me the facts, or just move on. Move on. If this pandemic was real, you wouldn't have to fine people or penalize them. But when it's a scam, you have to penalize people when they don't fall for your line of BS, dysfunctional belief systems. The only conversation we're allowed to have cannot be verified by science. They cannot be verified at all. But we must repeat the same nonsense day in and day out. Unconscious repetition is the only weapon. And remember something, everybody. I've talked about this now for 20 years, that the subconscious mind rules your reality, your personality, and you're letting them program you. That's the bottom line. This pandemic rides on the foundation of belief, not science. Infections aren't surging. Only the testing of infections are surging because this pandemic is not based on science. It's based on false belief systems and repetition. Fear is the only weapon. Welcome to the nightly news. Fear, isolation, repetition. Welcome to your new world. Let me tell you something. How do you control people? You fill them with fear and you isolate them. Oh my God, don't let them come together, because if they do, they might just find out about the scam plan. Masks and social distancing is stopping us from opening the economy, and guess what? There's no real science to back these two enforced guidelines. Show it to me. Show it to me and prove it to me. You've lost your moral compass if you think any of this is right. Those of you that isolate, wear masks, and live in fear, but who are actually healthy, are feeding this problem. You are feeding this problem. And remember something, whatever belief you feed only gets bigger. And guess what? If it's not a good belief, it's a toxic belief, someday whatever you feed just might feed on you. Oh, like that's not happening. So welcome to your new world, the one world order. Just know that when you shame others for not wearing the mask, you are the problem. There is no science behind wearing a mask or that distancing works. The only fact they used is that a sneeze can travel 3 to 6 feet. Wow, there's science. Just remember, you didn't want things to open up. You chose to hide out based on beliefs, not facts. Well, prepare yourself for increased taxes and a crippled economy, because for every day you beat up on someone for not wearing a mask and not isolating themselves is a deeper hole than you're going to have to dig out of. So the deeper the hole, the longer the ladder, and the longer the climb. Good luck. Do you want to live or just survive? Living means you still have freedom, you have liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Surviving is being told to fear life. What do you want to be? An informed human being or instructed how to live? Informed means you took the time to check out the facts, real science, in scientific journals, not misinformation from watching the nightly news. Let me make this perfectly clear. I will not shop where I'm forced to wear a mask, and that is my patriotic right to be courageous, not programmed for someone else's agenda. Listen, history has shown us that crowd behavior is almost always irrational and destructive. I choose courage, not the crowd. Are you capable of courage? Can you stand apart from the crowd? Live to be informed, not controlled. The future that you have will be the future that you make. Let's have a beautiful, courageous future together. Share this video if it empowers you. And join me this afternoon live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for our 6-day Advanced Water Fast Challenge kickoff. See you then. God bless.